guys, this week we are talking about PTSD and marriages. If you have missed it, go to YouTube because it's going to be up on YouTube. But let me tell you, we get into the nitty gritty for sure. Today we're going to talk a little bit about different ways you can help your marriage, and if your spouse is going through PTSD. I don't know why I decided to put this on before my eyeshadow, but we're here because this is intense in a minute. Okay, so I will say one thing. Well, the first thing that will help you in your marriage is God. I am of the Christian faith, if you are new here, and the only reason I am standing in front of you today and not 6 feet in the ground by committing suicide is because of God. He saved my life and honestly pretty much saved my marriage and the lives of my kids. So number one is get into a church. Do it. I promise it's really going to be beneficial for you in more ways than one. So do it. Okay. The second thing that will help your marriage is if you are a spouse and of somebody that has PTSD, you need to research it. You need to look online. Don't shove it in your spouse's face because that's the last thing that they want, right? But you need to research what it is. Like research different ways on try to understand it. And because then you can kind of see like, oh, that is going on. So whoa, that's a trigger, or that's something like that. Also, see and seek advice from medical professionals. Like you probably have somebody in your neighborhood that might be a doctor or mental health professional, or your spouse has, I think it's called an EAP, Emergency Action Plan. Yeah, that they can take like 3 to 5, maybe if yours is amazing, but you can take free counseling and nobody knows about. Okay. Communicate with your therapist. There's really no other option. You have to have an open line of communication, not only for the person who suffers from PTSD, but for the spouse as well. Because if you don't communicate and your spouse is just sitting there in their feelings, let me tell you, that's not going to do anything. And that's going to lead down a very, very dark road for your spouse and potentially your marriage. Okay, find support. There's different areas online you can find support. There's different forums. You can come to me. You can ask me. Like I said before, I'm not a licensed professional, but I will definitely be there for you and maybe point you in the right direction or just listen. You can go to the NAMI website. It's NAMI website. They have a ton of online forums you can get there. Focus on your marriage outside of the mental illness. Focus on your marriage outside of the mental illness. Try to do things that not necessarily can distract, but kind of their brain, because when they're sitting in it, it's the worst feeling ever. I'll tell you that. So quality of time, expressing love to one another, you kind of get the gist, right? All right, take care of yourself. So you as a spouse have to take care of yourself, because this is a lot of intensity that's on you have so much pressure about money and family and trying to make sure your spouse is okay and all the things, right? So take time for yourself, journal, read a book, go out with friends, but just know that you need to also focus on yourself while your spouse is healing as well. So tomorrow we are going to talk about our family's issues, our marriage issues with PTSD, and then I'm going to go live on Thursday, and hopefully I can bring Mr. Jason Woggy on here with me, but we'll see if he's ready for that. So, all right, we will chat soon.